start with example 2. Example 2, find slope from a line in a graph. We're going to use the formula m is our slope. M equals rise over run. I have spelt rise with a Y to remind you that rising is about the y-axis. Running is about the x-axis. This is the change in y over the change in x. You start from a point on the graph. Here's my line. And here's a point that's right in the corner of a box. That's an exact point. Here is another point that's on the line in a corner of a box. I'm going to start by rising up to that point and then run to the point. I'm making a triangle. How much did I rise up to this point right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I rose 4. I went up in the positive direction. And then from here to the point, I ran 1 in the positive direction. Direction's going to matter in whether you're going to have a negative number or a positive number. So my slope is rise 4 and run 1. Rise 4 and run 1. And 4 divided by 1 is 4. My slope is 4. This time I'm going to start from the top point and I'm going to rise down and then run to the second point. I'm rising down. That is in the negative direction. How much did I rise down? 1, 2, 3, 4. I went down 4 in the negative direction. That's going to be negative 4. And then I'm going to run in the positive direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. My slope is rise negative 4 and run positive 4. Negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. My slope is going to be negative 1. Here on the second one, I'm going to start from the second point and I'm going to rise up. And I don't have to run anywhere because I'm already at the point. So if I rise 2, how much did I run? 0. So my slope equals 2 divided by 0. Is that okay or is that a no? That is a no. I cannot have 0 in the denominator. This is undefined. If you look at the next graph, I have to find my own points. I'm looking for a point that's in the corner of a box. I've got one right here. I'm going to keep going up the line. I've got another one right here. And there are going to be multiple. Many times there's going to be more than 2 points. And I can rise and run between any of these 2 points. If I choose to run between the ones that are on the end, that means I'm going to reduce a fraction. But if I go to my closest point, remember they have to be in the corner of a box. That makes them an exact number. How would I know if I put a point here? How would I know what that point is? Is it going to be 2.5, 2 2/3? You just don't know for the x or the y. So when you choose it in the corner of a box, you know exactly what those numbers are. I'm going to rise and run to my closest point so I don't have to reduce a fraction. Rise 2. And I ran in the negative direction. I'm running towards the negative numbers. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, negative 3. Running in the negative direction. So my slope here is m equals, I rose 2 and I ran negative 3. My slope is negative 2/3. I'm going to choose a point that's in a corner of a box. And I'm going to choose the very next point. Now from here to my second point, am I rising? Am I rising to a point? So here my slope is going to be, I'm rising 0. I'm not rising at all, but I still need to run 1. Is this going to be okay, or is it a no? I can see that it's a 0 in the numerator. That's okay. So 0 divided by 1 equals 0. My slope is 0. I'm going to choose a point in the corner of a box, and I'm going to find the next point in the corner of a box right here. I'm going to start from the top one. You can start from either one. I just want to show you some different things that you might see. I'm going to start from the top one and rise and run to the second one. So I'm rising in the negative direction. How much am I rising? 1, 2, 3. I'm going down 3. And then I'm running in the negative direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ran in the negative direction 4. My slope is going to be rise -3 and then run -4. -3 divided by -4 is a positive 3/4. So my slope is going to be 3/4. Notice the slope of the line is puff, puff, positive. I can always do a check and make sure the sign of my slope is actually matching the line. Sometimes we miss a sign. Here, I see this as nice negative from Slope Dude. This is a negative slope. Does my slope say it's negative?